100K, 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 every day, we don't play, here to stay, we here to stay, concentrate, anticipate, it's okay,
Hello, my crypto juggernauts and family. Welcome to the Mx3 Crypto Report, your destination for relevant crypto information when you need it the most. My name is Michael, and we have Mike, and we have Mark.
Hello there.
And we are Mx3. Thank you for tuning in today. And as per usual, please subscribe, give us a like, hit that notification button, and leave a comment. We appreciate you and your support as we continue to give you more valuable content. All right, now we're going to head over to the news segment for today. On September 29th, 2021, the pulsechain network, a fork of the Ethereum blockchain, released a GitHub testnet phase to the public for testing. After a successful sacrifice phase, an event whereby crypto investors, interestingly, donated money into the pulsechain project with no expectation of return, the testing phase came into fruition. According to Richard Hart, founder of the successful token called Hex and founder of the upcoming blockchain network called pulsechain, pulsechain.com states that the launch of pulsechain is the largest airdrop in history. Thousands of Ethereum-based tokens and NFTs will receive their free pulsechain versions. This new gold rush contains the value discovery of thousands of tokens and NFTs on pulsechain. Some other interesting features of this include Ethereum's fees potentially being lowered by sharing the blockchain load. Also by replacing proof-of-work miners with proof-of-stake validators. Pulsechain doesn't burn, or in other words, waste any energy by making it environmentally friendly. Pulsechain native token PLS can be staked and delegated to validators that reward the delegators with the largest percentage of fees. Another interesting point is the PLS token supply increases with the amount sacrificed. Pulsechain had over $600 million sacrificed, and potential funds were also added at the end of the phase, leading to hundreds of millions more sacrificed. Pulsechain recently released its testnet to the public for enthusiasts and developers to test the network. Interested developers are encouraged to use the code found on gitlab.com/pulsechain.com to test out their software to test out their code if they're willing to have it be on the platform. Richard Hart claims that the fork and mainnet release will happen soon, but also reiterates that software is not easy to design and might take time if necessary. More information about pulsechain can be found on the Telegram group at t.me/pulsechain.com. The pulsechain founder speculates a release date hopefully within the first quarter of 2022. All right, guys. So yeah, Mike, what are your thoughts on this news article?
Well, one of the things that stood out to me, a couple of things really stood out. One of the things that stood out to me was the fact that this fork is actually causing gas fees on the Ethereum blockchain to actually go down. So that's a win-win for everybody. And then the second thing, excuse me, the second thing is the fact that this new fork, it really seems to be, even though they're having some little minor issues here and there, as far as the depth and the scope of it, it's really seeming to go pretty smooth, because I've heard horror stories, on other blockchain platforms when people try to fork off of one of those blockchains, nightmarish stories. So this one, even though it's having a few issues here and there, it seems to be going smoother than most. And this is huge because I think you mentioned, correct me if I'm wrong, there were millions of coins that were, and again, I'm not familiar with that term sacrifice. So can you kind of maybe expound on that a little bit?
Yeah, so as I said earlier, the sacrifice phase is according to the pulsechain.com. And please, viewers, you can find more information on this at t.me/pulsechain.com. But according to the information that I received, Sacrifice Phase is an event whereby the crypto investors donated or gave money into the Pulsechain project with no expectation of return. But seemingly there is this notion that they will get back certain Pulse tokens at the end, tax-free.
Okay.
So that is something that's interesting about that.
Okay, so it's a sacrifice in the sense that they're donating to help the greater cause, even though they're going to get something back. There's no guarantee. So I can see that. I can understand that. And to be honest,
well put, Mike.
Yeah. To be honest with you, it seems to me like the fact that people have a lot of faith in this. So it has to be. It's not something that's new. This is not their first rodeo. So the fact that they have faith in this particular project really kind of lends a lot of legitimacy to it, and helps other people to be able to have faith in it as well.
Yeah, I found it real interesting, that, a lot of people kind of just have a lot of faith within this sacrificial, notion of just giving their coins and not expecting anything, but hopefully they might get something. And so it just shows that a lot of people believe and trust in this network. Mark, what was your opinion on this situation?
I was thinking right along the same lines. That's what really stuck out to me, was that they actually donated money without any expectation of returns. And that kind of stuck in my mind. But I guess what you mentioned was that they're getting tokens in return. But even getting those tokens in return, they have to have some type of faith in that token that it's gonna do well in the future. And that's really the true definition of an investor. In order to actually invest in something without the assurity of knowing what's gonna happen in the future, but having faith and knowing and having an expectation that cryptocurrency is gonna do well in the future, and that they're gonna get their returns, not short term, but long term. Down the road, they'll get those returns. And that's kind of a good indication to me that may be something really good to invest in also.
Yep, I completely agree, and I believe that Pulsechain has a lot of great potential and is managed by someone who already produced a great token. I hope that the Pulsechain lessens the load on the Ethereum, because gas fees really suck. And, and I'm generally intrigued about the copy tokens, the airdrop, and once again, the extremely low fees. So awesome. So let's move over to our segment, our educational segment for today. So today we are going to discuss what an NFT is and some examples of NFTs. We will also describe how to make an NFT on the Ethereum network. A lot of exciting stuff today, jam-packed. Get your notebooks out or whatever, recording materials. It's going to be lovely. All right. So what are NFTs? What are NFTs? As we described last time, a NFT is an acronym for non-fungible token. A non-fungible token is a unique and non-interchangeable unit of data stored on a digital ledger. NFTs can be used to represent easily reproducible items such as photos, videos, audio, and other types of digital files as unique items, and use blockchain technology to establish a verified and public proof of ownership. According to Investopedia, a cryptocurrency public ledger is a record-keeping system. The ledger maintains participants' identities anonymously, the respective cryptocurrency balances, and a record of all genuine transactions executed between network participants. The non-fungible aspect of the token means the individual item being specified can't be replaced or replicated with another. Moreover, NFTs are on blockchains whereby the NFT has a smart contract due to the constraints dictated by its underlying blockchain. Therefore, any attempts to duplicate the NFT will be deemed wrong and cannot persist in the distributed ledger. Ergo, NFTs are immutable and are verified representations of a unique object that has value. NFTs were created in 2013, around 2014, when people wanted to trade collectible assets. The Ethereum blockchain helped push NFTs by leveraging more capabilities from its smart contract layer. Eventually, CryptoPunks and CryptoKitties, these are NFT platforms, came into the scene in the late 2017. The NFT scene exploded and went mainstream after that. All right, some major NFT platforms. One of the major NFT marketplaces is OpenSea. It's the original and by far the largest NFT peer-to-peer marketplace, enabling NFTs from comic items and collectibles to artwork, music, and more. Axie Infinity is an NFT-powered video game and home of the second largest NFT marketplace. Once again, so the first one we named was OpenSea. The second one is Axie Infinity. All right, so the third one is CryptoPunks. So CryptoPunks is a series of 10,000 randomly generated characters with pixel art, with a pixel art look and distinct features that one of the first demonstrations of NFTs, was one of the first demonstrations of NFTs on the Ethereum network, according to medium.com. While they were initially available for free, the only way to obtain one currently is to purchase one, okay? All right, so the fourth one that we have is Rarible, and that's the one that I've personally used, and that's the one that we'll be checking out today. So yeah, Rarible is a community-owned platform that exhibits a broad range of digital art and collectibles. It is one of the major NFT markets on Ethereum, closely related to OpenSea in design. And then the last one that we're gonna talk about today is Decentraland. Decentraland is a digital platform that aims to give complete rights to artists and NFT creators. Their objective is to provide consumers more influence over policy revisions, land auctions, and NFT contracts on builder and marketplace marketplaces. Users may own digital lands and personalize them with their own construction, such as buildings or any type of architecture. So there's many more platforms on Ethereum and other blockchains where NFTs, are sold or exchanged or any type of activity going on with the NFT. But these were just the main ones that I wanted to pick at for today. Okay, so today we are going to show and describe how to make an NFT. There are NFTs sold on different blockchains, but today we will touch on the ones sold on the Ethereum blockchain, which are the most popular. Every transaction on the Ethereum blockchain costs fees that are paid to miners. These are called gas or gas fees. The amount of gas you need for a transaction can vary significantly. Almost everything you do on the blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain that is, from minting an NFT to transferring it to someone else, will cost gas for the most part. Okay, now let's go through some steps to getting an NFT. So the first step that you guys might want to do is get MetaMask. So right over here, I have my MetaMask account. As you can see, it needs funding. So donations are always welcome.
With no
But-
expectation of a return on investment.
Right.
Absolutely. So how I obtained this MetaMask account is quite interesting. What I did was I went up to my browser extensions, and over in the I went to the Chrome Web Store, and if you go to the Chrome Web Store, you can just kind of just type it in here, MetaMask. And guys, don't get scammed, okay? The one that you want is the one that has the metamask.io here, okay? The metamask.io, click on it, okay? And as you can see, I've already installed it, and it's evident that it has over 10 million users. So metamask.io, this is the one right here, okay, guys? Awesome. All right, so you go ahead and you download that into your Chrome extension. Then after you do that, it should pop up, you know, in your extensions over here. Go ahead and click on it. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna set up your MetaMask password, and then you're gonna set up your recovery phrase. Now, guys, you want to guard your recovery phrase. You don't want to don't give it to your mom, your dad, your sibling, whatever. Keep it to yourself. Don't give it to anybody, okay? Because that is the key to your MetaMask wallet. And if somebody gets it, you're on your own, okay? You've been warned. Don't give it to anybody. Guard it with your life almost. Don't give that to anybody, because once that phrase gets to anybody, don't even let it lie around, like lock it up in a safe, or don't let it even be on your computer, because nowadays hackers, I would just write it on some paper and lock it up somewhere, because hackers are pretty amazing nowadays. Okay, all right, so now that we got that out the way, you set up the wallet, and what you're gonna do next is you're gonna connect your wallet to the NFT platform. So as I said again, guys, the NFT platform today, the NFT platform of choice today is called Rarible.com. Rarible.com. And as you can see, people are just going wild over here, okay? They are just NFTing away. NFTing away. These are all NFTs. Lo and behold, these are NFTs. NFTs you guys have been hearing about. Lo and behold, these are NFTs. And there's a lot of NFTs. Mike, what do you think about what you're seeing right now?
Well, it really kind of displays a wide variety of creativity. Because if someone were to look at these without knowing exactly what they were, I don't think people would have a very, positive opinion, because I mean, they're not really all that pleasing to the eye. But the fact that they're, rare, which is one of the things that makes an NFT an NFT, kind of gives it its value. So, when I first saw NFTs and looking at them like this, I honestly thought it was a joke. A bored zombie, and different things like that. But, they're artistic, and it's people who are expressing their creativity. And the fact that there's a platform or multiple platforms that they can do that on and make money is pretty cool, I think.
This type of activity within the blockchain just makes me think about, how we as humans give valuation to things. And you know, it's not really about the commodity itself. It's just about what we agree is valuable at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Which is quite an interesting thing. Mark, when you look at these things, right? Mark, when you look at these things, what comes into mind?
The first thing I think of is it reminds me. I'm wondering what's the difference between this, because it's called an NFT, and clip art. What's the difference between them both? Because
I'll just go ahead and spoil it for you right now. There is no difference. This is a JPEG. This is a JPEG.
But there is not another like it. There is not another like it.
Yes. So
makes it rare.
So, yes. So I'm not downing what they're doing here, because this piece of art, JPEG, whatever you want to call it, it cannot, the smart contract on it is irreplaceable. So the person who has the smart contract for this picture has the original picture on the Ethereum blockchain. Now people can copy it with their phones, copy it, you know, on the computer, copy it with whatever source. But if they don't have the smart contract attached to it, which can only be found on the blockchain and ledger, then they don't have the source or the original one. So that's the uniqueness. And I guess that bit of technology involving NFTs is what makes it interesting. So, I mean, the art and stuff is cool, but NFTs, I feel like, will be bigger when it's more mature in regards to not just about, you know, art and stuff like this and people finding valuation in it, but like, let's say real estate, for example, you know, like right now, if you own the deed to your house, you know, how do we know that your contract is the original one versus, you know, but on not just on paper, but like digitally, you know, if you think about that philosophically. And at the end of the day, if you have an NFT attached to your contract, turning it into a smart contract for your deed, then you would know that you have the original source material. And if you want to transfer it to somebody, so things like that, like real world applications with NFTs, that's what I'm interested in, you know. Okay. But you know, the art is cool, and if you guys have made money off of it, share some with me, because you guys have made a lot of share some with your boy, because y'all made some millions off this. Okay. You know, sorry, Mark, I didn't mean to cut you, but you were trying to say something earlier.
No, the just to be clear. So if you have a unique picture, if someone has a unique picture, in order for it to become an NFT, do they simply just have to upload it to a site like this and sell it, or put it on the site and mark it as an NFT?
It's that easy.
Really?
It's that easy.
Wow.
So you can imagine how many NFTs there are.
That's why I've been seeing new NFTs popping up every other day now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, on some places, I guess it depends. Some places, to upload your NFT, you have to be accepted to upload your NFT. I think those are more for a certain group or club of people. Mm-hmm. But for other places, you just go in there like Rarible. It's for the community. So you just go in there and you upload your NFT, and whatever tactics you use, you cross your fingers and hope that they work for people to place a bid to purchase your NFT. You know. Yeah. So like for this NFT down here, as we can see, it's going for $345 good American dollars. $345. So this picture over here is worth something. I assume. So lovely. This is one heck of a time to be alive, folks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
This is one heck of a time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, so back to it. Let's see. We want to get an NFT. So how are we going to get an NFT today, folks? What we're going to do is create an account. Okay, we're going to create an account here. So as you can see, it says choose a blockchain. Very vital. Okay, so they have 3 different blockchains here: Tezos, Flow, Ethereum. For that communicate, these 3 different blockchains communicate with the Rarible Web3 site. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're using Ethereum to communicate with it because we're using a MetaMask wallet, and the MetaMask wallet is an Ethereum based wallet. So we're gonna click sign in with Ethereum, and then of course we're gonna sign in with MetaMask. Okay, guys. So this is the process in which we connect to Rarible, and we connect into the matrix or whatever. Here we go. So nice. So over here, it'll just give you a notification. Your MetaMask will pop up, give you a notification that is this what you guys are trying to do, connect to Rarible. You hit next, and then connect. And then boom, you're in. Took the red pill. Let's see here. Hey, in the comments, guys, tell me what you thought about that new Matrix movie in the comments, viewers. I really want to know what you guys thought about Resurrections 4, because I had some very choice opinions myself.
Don't leave details because I haven't seen it.
I figured.
I'll be watching it this week.
Yeah.
All right. Had some very choice things.
Keep it to yourself.
All right. So you're gonna check over here if you're 13 years, at least 13 years old, and click over here and accept the terms and proceed. Okay. Boom. Okay, so choose type. Choose single for one of a kind, or multiple if you want to sell one collection multiple times. Now this is very interesting, guys. So if you want to highlight the uniqueness and individuality of your item, so that means that you want your item to be just super rare and just one of your there's just one copy of your item. Then you choose, I guess you select single, right? But if you want to sell multiple copies of your item, so I would make sense of this. And guys, if you have questions at any time, please feel free to cut me, okay? Now,
well, I've got a question real quick.
Okay.
Michael, because I thought that the uniqueness of the item was that it was only a one of a kind. So how would you be able to sell multiple copies of a one of a kind item? And
okay, yes, that's a beautiful question, by the way. So that lies also in the smart contract. So somewhere in the smart contract is coded whereby you can give away or sell a copy, but it's still within, that's the code of the original copy. So you can sell a copy to another person to have that that copy, right? So that means that when you mint this NFT, you're going to mint different contracts of this NFT. Mm. So let's say you mint about five. Let's say you have a song. let's do this from an artist perspective, a musical artist perspective, right?
Okay.
Let's say you have a record, right? You have a record, and you want to use this type of medium to sell your hit single, right? And so what you do is you make multiple copies, right? Because you just don't want just your number one fan to have it. You want your fans, plural. You want your fans to have a copy of this, right?
Yep.
And so what you would do is you will mint multiple copies, but it's still on the same blockchain, same ledger, but there's multiple copies of this contract, okay? So it's still the same contract, but multiple copies of this contract, and probably, you know, I don't know the nitty gritty of how the code works for the different copies, but I know it's on the same ledger. So at the end of the day, what happens is that when you mint these and somebody buys this, they buy a portion of that. They get the portion of that contract. So that what they get is unique to themselves. And what another person gets due to the code is unique to themselves. So everybody gets the same, art or music, but they get their own copy. And one thing that I found interesting about this, and I think I'm getting ahead of myself, is that they can also sell their copy to somebody too. And you can also get like a commission if you put that into your smart contract code, which is pretty interesting. And I think that's one of the features I like. Like if I was an artist and I did that, I could make a whole lot of money. Yeah. If I was a popular artist and I did this with my fans, I definitely don't think I would need a record label. This would be a really interesting way to make money, and also an incentive for your fans also to make money they have that copy and they can also sell it because they have a unique, rare copy of a unit that you offer to them. So let's go to the multiple. By the way, did I answer your question? By the way, was that all right?
Yeah. Because it sounds like the crux of everything is based off of how the smart contract is actually set up. And when you're talking about, you use the analogy of like a music artist. That music artist, they sell copies of their work, but they always keep, well, I don't know if they keep, but somebody keeps the master copy. So you basically getting portions of the work that's created.
Right.
Absolutely. So yeah, it definitely goes down the rabbit hole, but it's not that complicated actually. It's just how you design it and how you place it for consumption.
Gotcha.
So I clicked the multiple one, and then it says right up here, create collectible on Ethereum. So, okay, so viewers, right here, you would choose your file. So this is what Mark was talking about. He was like, is it as simple as uploading it just right here? And then, yep, it's just as simple as you put your JPEG, your PNG, MP4, MP3. It says max of 100 megabytes up here. Zap it up here and it will be there, okay? And then you see the preview over here. Put on marketplace. Enter price to allow users instantly purchase your NFT. So as you can see here, you can do a fixed price, or you can do open for bids. So like an auction type of price, and see who is willing to pay the most for that. Create your collection. You can name it, give a description. Now this is down here, guys. Down here is what I'm interested in, because so down here one can get royalties. So this is the commission thing based off if you can suggest how many the percentage that you receive every time your copy gets sold. So every time Because I assume that, okay, somebody can hold it for a long time, that's fine. But I assume in the NFT space, people are just selling and reselling this item if it has some type of value to it. So every time your item is resold, you can come here and from 1% all the way to, 50% maximum. So if you sell your copy for $50, right, and you get $50 from that first somebody buying your NFT for $50, if that person goes and sells it again and you have on your contract that you want the royalties for 50%, that means if they sell it again, you're getting $25 in addition to the $50 that you got it for. And if the next person sells it again, you're also getting another $25. So in that order. Now imagine if you sell an NFT for $5,000 and you put a commission on that, it doesn't even have to be 50. It can just, most people, 10%, right? Mm. Okay, viewers, you do the math. If it sells over, 20 times. So, people are making this work for them,
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Does this apply to every NFT that's created?
Yeah, this applies to how you design the item. So whoever originally designed this item or the NFT and hit the create button, right?
Yeah.
They make the terms for it. So it depends. What platform was it created on? Yeah. And how did that person create the terms? Now somebody could be like, I don't want any royalties, and just do 0, right? It's up to the individual. It's always up to the individual. So it's not a constant. It's a variable.
Okay.
It's a variable.
Awesome.
And then you get a number of copies. You get to decide how many NFTs are you putting out there. So let's say we put out like 100 NFTs out there, and for laughs, let me find. We're making an NFT, an NFT of Mark's head. All right, so we got that up there.
It's enough. It's enough.
You never know. So, yes, viewers, this is Mx3's first ever NFT. Mark's head. So, let's see here. Okay. So we're making.
What size is that gonna be?
That is optional. You don't have to do that. And honestly, do you have any idea for that? I do not.
It's just a joke, man.
Okay.
That's a joke. That's just a joke.
Let's see. What's that? Okay.
So I actually want to buy some more Bitcoin. So I think I'm gonna need at least 20% royalty for this.
Okay. Go crazy.
There you go. Be aggressive.
All right, 20%. Okay, viewers, if you find this valuable, please purchase it right away. Do not hesitate. Okay, so let's do this together. So do you guys want a fixed price on this, or do you want to keep it open for bids?
I would think it kind of depends on if you're able to generate hype around this. Yeah. If you're able to generate hype around it, good hype, it would probably be better to keep it open for bids. If you just are looking for a cut and dry kind of thing, then just a fixed price. That's just kind of my thought process.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing, especially if you're going to just sell one copy of it. Mm-hmm. Be open for bids. That would be a good open for bids. So if you're gonna sell a number of them, a large number, maybe the fixed price would be better for that.
Awesome. So unlock once purchased. So this is an interesting feature over here too. So we're gonna leave it on bids, as you guys said. Unlock once purchased. So I guess I was reading here, and guys, once again, it's been a while since I've put up an NFT, so bear with me. Content will be unlocked after a successful transaction. So I guess here you can put a digital key, code to redeem, or a link to a file. So I guess these are just extra, things, caveats, you can just make your NFT just a little bit more interesting. Like if you want the consumer to experience something more than just the digital art. So Mx3 Ed. Brilliant mind. Okay. So Mx3 Mark's head, and for description we have a brilliant mind. All right. So
you would say
okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished our NFT, and what you would do now is create the item. And so it would be loading.
So you're out there now, Mark.
Now here's the caveat. So right now it would zap you back over to MetaMask because it's communicating with your wallet to see what's going to happen. And then, so it'll give you all this information. You click sign, and then it will want to mint it. But it'll say, I would like to put a sale ID on this. So the sale ID is also part of the smart contract stuff. And so you just click sign. And then congratulations, we have our NFT. Okay. So your Mx3 Mark's head NFT is successfully created. It will be minted in the blockchain while purchasing or transferring. Let's show off a little. Wow. So yeah, guys, you can share this on Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and you can also email it. So you can email it to people like, hey guys, I got my NFT. Would you like to buy it? Would you like to purchase it? And it's all fair game from there.
Right.
And then you go over here and you view the NFT. What a brilliant mind. All right. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I guess it didn't cost any gas to mint this. It was free.
Wow. Yeah.
Huh.
That is cool.
That's
what?
amazing.
I learned something new.
Yeah.
Because last time I tried it cost me some gas.
How long ago?
Like 2 years ago, I think.
Oh yeah.
It cost me some gas to mint. But now you could. I guess you could just mint them.
Nice.
All right.
Send an email to your wife and let her know she can be the first to bid on you, Mark.
Yeah, I'll let her know, but I don't know if she's gonna be able to be there with all those other bidders.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. That's really interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's a real learning experience to see things from this perspective, and all the things that kind of go into that. Like you mentioned, it when you were describing it in terms of the smart contract, it kind of sounded like it was a little complex, but once you went through the process, it was pretty straightforward. Everything was laid out, easy to understand. Linking your wallet is easy, and setting things up, it's really easy. So for artists who are really looking to be able to expand and make money, this to me is it's the perfect platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
But
totally agree.
yeah, but the viewers, please, we are not playing. Please buy this NFT because Mark needs some Bitcoin. So please buy this NFT, and if you bought it, please let us know. We'll give you a shout out. All right, so that's it for that segment, and I like Rarible because it's super easy for me, and as you guys saw, straight to the point. Super happy that I didn't have to pay any gas fees to make an NFT. This might make it more interesting for me now if I want to make some NFTs. Ooh la la. But any which ways, don't forget y'all purchase Mark's head. We're not playing. Purchase it. But any which ways, we're gonna skip the Did You Know segment for today, and we're gonna have that on for next week. That is Mike's segment, Did You Know? And so we're going to go straight to the question and answers with Mark. So, Mark, do you want to take the wheel on this?
Thank you, Michael. I actually have some really red hot questions from the crypto community.
I like the sound of that.
I'm going to jump right into it. First question we have, they want to know, how does a crypto wallet work? And do I need one?
Awesome. Yeah. A crypto wallet is used to store and transfer one's cryptocurrency. There are different types of wallets, digital online wallets, hardware wallets, and paper wallets. One does not need a wallet to store crypto. It can also be stored on an exchange, but I prefer storing crypto on hardware wallets for security purposes. And folks, we went into more detail on this during episode 2. So make sure to look back at episode 2 because we really dug deep on this. Yeah, so that's my opinion on how that works.
Okay, great. Thanks, Michael. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, in terms of the different wallets, like Michael mentioned, they vary. I would also err on the side of security and privacy as well. Either offline, don't do any digital at all. Just do maybe paper, keep it in a safe or something, keep it private. Hardware wallets are if you're going to do a wallet, a hardware wallet in my opinion would be the best. Hardware wallets, unless there has to be a number of things for people to actually physically get from you in order to be able to hack your hardware wallet. So outside of non-digital, I would go for a hardware wallet. And like Michael also said, you can keep your crypto on exchanges. I wouldn't advise that either. There have been too many instances of exchanges also getting hacked, and there goes your funds. So again, I would go with either a hardware wallet or a non-digital form of wallet.
Nice. And I noticed that both you guys mentioned a hardware wallet. What exactly is that? Is that something physical that people can actually go out and purchase and put their cryptocurrency in that, or download it into something like that? Like more like a computer, or what exactly is a hardware wallet?
You know what, Mike, you want to take this one? Because I saw you with one of those earlier.
Sure. But if you saw me with one, then I'm not being very secure with mine, so you'll never see it. Okay, but yeah, it's a digital device for the most part. I think I know of 2 different brands, a Ledger or a Trezor. They're a small device that you can connect to your computer via a USB cable. And yes, you would need to, set things up. It's a very secure process. For the most part, when they get shipped to you, they are shipped without firmware, because if you ship them with firmware, that actually makes them less secure. So when you first set it up, you will have to download the firmware for those guys. And then once you have everything set up, you have all your codes, your backup codes, and so on and so forth, passwords and everything, and make sure it's secure. Then you can basically connect these guys to different platforms. You know, like actually, like Mike was using earlier with MetaMask. You can connect them to MetaMask, different wallets, different exchanges, you know, and things like that. And once you purchase your crypto, you have the ability to download those into that wallet, and then take it offline and store it somewhere safe and secure.
Oh, nice. Okay. Michael, did you have anything to follow up with that?
I couldn't have said it better myself. Hit that subscribe button.
There you go.
Subscribe and like, and you'll find out more about the hardware wallet.
Absolutely.
Okay, next question. How do I spot a good, stable cryptocurrency to invest in, and when is the best time to buy?
Yeah, one can spot a good, stable cryptocurrency by the product/project code. So that's the code of the project. The community of the crypto. I usually try to peep and see if the community is really strong and very active. The longevity of the crypto. How long has the crypto lasted? Has it lasted, all the highs and lows and swings of the market? And is it still within that top, 50 around there? Is it still putting in a lot of work? The developers that made the project, I study their activity within the project. Are they still very active? Are they still committed to the project, or are they leaving the project, or are they trying to exit the project? Mm. And the crypto market pairings. So like, how many pairings can this crypto be paired within the market? Does it have a lot of pairings within the marketplace, or is it are its pairings very minuscule? And so that's my opinion on it.
Okay, that's good to know. Now, what do you think, Mike?
I'm not as sophisticated as Michael, so I just look to see how much it costs. No, I'm kidding. I'm a little bit more sophisticated than that. Like Michael said, there are so many different ways you can do analysis. You can do searches. I would limit my web searches though. I'm a security guy. I've been a security analyst for a number of years, so I always err on the side of privacy and security. So be careful which browsers you use. Do some research on the browsers as well, and make sure that they're kind of secure. I like Brave for things like that, and also be careful which search engines you use as well. Because there are actually some more security conscious search engines out there now as well. So I would look at things like that. There are also, and I can't think of this tool to save my life. It's a tool where, how you use things like E-Trade and things like that for stocks. There are similar tools for crypto that you can use also, that you can be able to do search on
like the charts and stuff like that.
Yes, they have the different charts. You can look at the history of each currency and see how they've done in the past, and different things like that. So it kind of varies. And again, if you're new to cryptocurrency, kind of start out with like I said, the browser searches, and then as you get more familiar with it, then kind of your searches and your analysis will mature.
And if I may add to that too, hey, there's no shame in jumping in for a price, because most people, that's how they get in, know. I mean, they find out the hard way later on, but most people, they jump onto these coins because, hey, man, look, the price is going up, and they jump on. So, I mean, once you get deeper, you start looking, at the more technical stuff, but usually people just see the price and they hop on the bandwagon. So there's no shame in that, man. There's no shame.
Okay, they're doing their due diligence, checking the white paper, checking the browser. I noticed that neither one of you guys said to go to Google and ask Google.
We try not to, judge or offend. So and we're also not trying to promote.
Right.
That's why we didn't searching.
That's such a common phrase every time somebody has a question. Oh, just Google it.
Okay, next question.
Yeah. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe. That's how
there you go.
You wouldn't have to worry about Google if you subscribe.
There you go.
Appreciate y'all.
So subscribe and get educated and learn more about what could be a good cryptocurrency investment and what would not be.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the last question. How do I make my NFT go viral? We just got through talking about NFTs too.
That's crazy, yeah. And Mike, did you have some? Did you want to go first on this?
Sure, Michael, I'll go first. I don't have experience in terms of creating and selling NFTs, but my approach would be the same as it would for anything that I am looking to either sell or promote. And in this day and age, the first thing that comes to mind is social media. Those are the largest platforms for being able to get some exposure, to be able to get some notoriety, and to be able to get your product out in front of people. So that would be my suggestion, is in terms of just look at the social media platforms.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and if I may add, I think it depends on the uniqueness of the NFT, and how rare is this NFT, like how accessible it is, it depends on the individual posting it, because some individuals, they have huge cult-like following.
Yeah.
And that makes it just more interesting for people to look into that NFT. And I guess a large social media presence, too, can also help with that mix.
Yeah, that's good information. And I had no idea that you could actually promote NFTs on social media until you brought up the Rarible website and showed us how to create an NFT, and they gave us those options to share it on Facebook and Twitter and those other social media websites. So yeah, that's great information.
Awesome.
I don't know if I would do it on TikTok, because you got a kind of short time there for things, right? So
right.
But I mean, it can still be effective.
Hey.
It is possible.
Everything's possible. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. And that was my last question. I'm going to throw it back to you, Michael.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Awesome. So that's all the time we have for today, folks. It's been a great show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you. Do not forget to subscribe, smash that like button, smash it, and hit that notification button while you're at it. And, also kindly leave some questions in the comments below so that we can try our best to answer them for you. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be on same time next week, Saturday, 8 a.m. To give you the crypto information when you need it the most. Thank you. Peace.
Keep your head up, tomorrow can be a better day. If you're looking to get some figures for better pay, invest in yourself, man, that is the only way. Get your club up, 100K followers. How you do that, man? By not being a follower. How you get there, man? Hustling and bustling. Then you spice it up, put some brain